Good morning. It is day 30 out of 30 of doing 333 push-ups every single day for 30 days to get to 10,000 push-ups. Now, clearly you can see that this whole episode, this whole video is, I told you that it's going to be different. I hope the wind is actually not going to be too crazy and that we can get some push-ups done. I'm going to do all 10 sets of 33 right here. And the last 3 sets will be 34 like I always do it. And then we'll have 10 push-ups left. We're obviously going to do that nice and slow and have a little countdown. So I'm going to start with the first set. I'll have this mic right over here, so I'll just come back to that because it is a bit windy out here. So let's go and do the first set. Let's kick this off, shall we? There we go. 33 push-ups, set number 1. We've got 9 left, and we also have this beautiful view. I mean, just look at it. You've got the Fishhook Ocean right over there. You've got the Clavelli golf course as well. Beautiful mountains. You can see some rays in the background there. A little bit of sun. That is the beach right there at the edge is Muizenberg. So, quite a nice little spot. Now, I wanted to talk about the overall experience, like just in general, quickly on the first rest period, right? I want to talk about how I actually enjoyed it. And the reason why is because I knew, like I said before in previous videos, that I haven't done 10,000 push-ups in a year. Like, yes, I train chest and I do all my weights and things like that, but I never really train chest. Do push-ups. Like, you'll see me doing push-ups in the gym maybe 3 or 4 times a month, but it'll be 3 sets of 15. It's 45 push-ups. Where this was very concentrated, and it kind of kept me disciplined, and just the pure amount, like 10,000 push-ups, it's fucking ridiculous, So to be able to even be here where I am now, if you'll see the number right here on the top somewhere, right? It's like 9,600 something, surely. So that alone is already an achievement, whether I finish this or not. But I'll finish it. So I just wanted to, say that. Anyway, let's do set 2, shall we? Alrighty, set number 2 done. Now, before I take my shirt off, which I will eventually, I want to talk about the size difference of my chest. Now, you will see the before. So day 1, this was how my chest looked, right? When I was doing push-ups and when I was bragging about it and things like that. Not bragging, but when I was showing the entry-level chest. And this was taken yesterday with yesterday's push-ups. Same thing. That is how I now look. Now I can be honest with you. There's not a crazy amount of difference. To be honest, I think I've potentially actually put on a little bit of weight on the chest and size, but purely just because of food, the type of food that I've been eating. It wasn't really the lean carnivore that I'm used to, carnivore diet, because I just got off a carnivore when I started doing this challenge. So you can imagine that, things were, I was going to pick up a little bit of weight. So for me, that was the experience. So you can see the size. I wouldn't say that you actually pick up a lot of size in 30 days. If you had to do this for a full year, potentially there would be some increase in mass, but because I'm not going to try it and I'm not sure if anyone else tried it, it could also cause a little bit of injury. So it's like, where do you stop? Where do you analyze if it's good or bad? No one knows. Anyway, let's do the third set and we can chat about another topic. All right. So that's 3 sets already. We've got 7 left to go, which is quite intense if you ask me. 7 more sets. It's quite windy. The wind is picking up again. If I turn this way, it's probably just because I want to block the wind from the mic. So don't think that I don't want to look at the screen. Also, I guess I'm showing off my new tattoos. Little new tattoos that I got 2 days ago, which is quite cool. Anyway, the next topic that I want to chat about is strength. So strength wise, I think I told you in the beginning that I really wanted to or in my head I was thinking, well, I hope this thing doesn't blow my camera off. It's so windy. Holy moly. I should have put something on there to protect it, because if it's so windy anyway, my camera's on the car. So yeah, I just need to check that out and make sure it doesn't fall. Wait, let me just do a double check quickly. Give me a second. Pretty stable. I mean, you know, if it falls, there's nothing I can do. I mean, it's as stable as it can be. Strength wise, I would say that I thought I would get stronger. I really thought that there was going to come a point where I do 50 and at once, or I would be able to do more sets in the morning and more sets at night. I thought that even my strength in the gym would increase, because you're doing chest. But it's the same thing that I spoke about with my legs. We walk on these legs every single day, yet they don't get bigger from walking. You understand? We have to put pressure on it. We have to put extra weight on it. We have to put resistance on it to really gain strength and to really gain size. That's why the size hasn't increased that much, as well as the strength. So that's my honest opinion. 30 days is not enough to do it. And again, it's also not enough resistance to really build that strength. I've been doing 3-3-3 every day, and it hasn't necessarily become easier, because I still feel chest pains. All right, so the next one, 4th set. Let's do it. Alrighty. I'm so afraid of this wind and the camera. I have this weird panic feeling inside, because if it falls, not only do I lose the content, and this whole video is probably not going to be posted if it falls, but I will probably lose my camera because it's quite high. It's on a stand as well, so there's some damage that can be done. So, but let's forget about that now. It's not a part of the video. Let me take this off quickly, shall I? Even though potentially, I'm actually going to put this inside to make that stand a bit heavier. There we go. I'm sure that will be sufficient. I already feel a little better just knowing that there's a little bit of weight on the stand. All right, so after 4 sets, I want to talk about the chest sessions and what changed. So the sessions in the gym will be a little different. All right, it won't be the same as you always thought it would be. When you go to the gym, what I normally do is because I want to get my chest bigger, I would do 4 to 5, even 6 sets of chest, but I'd really push it and I'd really go all out. And I'm not talking about the weight. I'm talking about doing sets, 4 to 5 sets per exercise, really going heavy and really putting in like 10, 12, even 15 reps. Like, I want to exhaust my chest, right? I want to walk out there with a pump and feeling like I did something great. So that was the first thing. Well, that's what we normally do. However, in this case, I changed it up because I knew that I wouldn't be able to train like that and do push-ups every single day. So what I did was I went in and I chose 4 exercises, 3 sets each. All right, so 4 times 3 is 12. So I knew I had 12 sets and about 10 reps each. And then instead of doing a lot, I went heavy enough. Like some days I would do 40 kilograms dumbbell bench press, bench dumbbell press, which is heavy. I normally do 50s, so just to go to 40 is still quite heavy, and I'm going to do them nice and slow and concentrated, and that I will do and repeat every single chest set and every single chest workout for the entirety of the 30 days, which is basically 4 chest workouts that I've done, maybe 5. So the sessions are going to change, but I just feel like that's the best way how I handled it, and I think it's the best way for you too. Let's do set number 5. All right, almost did 34 reps there. So used to doing that as well. All right, so 5 sets done, which is basically halfway. Chest feeling good. In a way, this is kind of like a challenge on its own, like doing 10 on the last day, because it kind of shows and proves that it can be done. You can do all 10, but you obviously have to have time. So that's going to bring us to the second one, or the other option. I will speak about time, but what I ate. Let's talk about what I ate, right? Now you'd think, and someone actually commented on YouTube, like, imagine I combined the two. Because I was saying that the before and after, yes, my chest potentially looked bigger and all those things, but I gained a little bit of abdominal fat and potentially even all around my body, purely because I went off the carnivore, started having carbs, and had a day or two, maybe even 3, where I ate a little bit of shit. I'm talking about sweets, sugar, flavored milk, whatever, beer with a friend. So it wasn't that disciplined when it came to food. However, I was disciplined by doing the push-ups, and I kind of did that on purpose because I wanted to see if I could live that type of life where you're not too strict yet get results. And we proved that we did. I can. I still look really, really good, even though I had quite a lot of off days when it comes to eating. So yeah, when it comes to eating, I didn't have the best, but I'm sure that if you had to stick to a super clean diet throughout this whole process, I think that the results could potentially have been better in 30 days. Just because of the eating itself, not even the push-ups. But if you combine them, like the guy said on the comments, I think it could be great. Let's do set number 6. All right, 6 sets done and dusted. I must say that the nice thing is that the road actually ends right here, because it's a little hike that goes up here, so there's no real traffic. In case you were wondering, why am I standing in a road here? Isn't there traffic? Is this no one's just driving past here? No, it's because of that. All right, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the question, will I do it again? Honestly, I won't. It's a yes and no for me. No, because I personally don't feel a benefit from it. I feel like I potentially, where I'm at in my life, 15-year plus gym experience, or going to the gym, training, eating, my whole career has been based on fitness and things, right? So for me, it was a challenge to it's cool, because after this I can be I did 10,000 push-ups in 30 days, all right? But that's about it, because for me, I feel like I could potentially get more gains, more shape, more everything with the gym, weightlifting, concentrating on certain movements and workouts. But I would have said yes, and I think some of you could potentially say yes, purely for the reason that you don't have a gym, number one, or you are starting out in the fitness journey, in your fitness journey, and you don't necessarily then need to go all ape shit on weights and things. Push-ups, you are going to get results. If you have zero muscle, you will gain muscle. I already have muscle, and I already feel like I've kind of, reached a limit of the size that I can get. I weigh 103 kilograms, the heaviest I've been, and that was like peak bulk after eating almost 5,000 calories a day. So that's a full body weight of 114. So you can see there's no real margin for me to grow after that. So, but if you have nothing, if you start at 77 kilograms, you start eating a little bit more, and you start doing push-ups, you're going to gain size. So I would say that's a good one. Let's do set number 8, right? Is this 8? Oh my word, I hope it's 8. Wait, how many did we do? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, this is 7. I think this is set number 7. I don't want to make a mistake, so number 7, let's go. Alrighty, that was 7, because now I have that last 3 sets of 34 reps to get to 333, and then we have that final 10. So let me just take off my shirt. Let me put this here. There we go, that was a pump. I'm not sure if you can see it from far away. Maybe you can. It's just, the screen is so far I can't even see myself. What I want to talk about now, how much time did it take me to do the sets? Now clearly, and I wanted to talk about this obviously because you can change the time. For me, I generally, especially in the beginning when I took a bit longer to get used to the sets, it took me about 8 to 9 minutes to complete a set of 3 to 4 sets. In the morning, about 9 minutes for the 4 sets, then about 7.5, 8 minutes for the second set, and about 7.5 for the last set. However, that was because I rested in between, right? In a sense, like I spoke to you in the camera. If you weren't there, potentially I might have sped things up and rested a little bit less, but that's more or less the average. So you're looking at 7 is 14 plus 9. You're looking at 23 minutes. Let's say 25 minutes tops to do the full workout, right? However, there were some days that I spent 3 minutes and 45 seconds was the quickest 3 sets that I've done. And it's just, how you feel on that day. And I'm sure if you mentally prepare yourself and you say, I have 15 minutes to do this, you can do it. I know I can. I know that we could. Because again, I could probably go again, but I'm having a conversation with you now. So, and obviously I'm doing it for resting purposes, but I'm just saying. Anyway, let's do set number 8 of 34. Alrighty, 34. Let me check the time. We are on 22 minutes. Now I need to rush these last 2 because I think my camera is set to go off after half an hour. And it's just too far to, and I want this to have a smooth video. And I also wanted to do it under half an hour. So we're on 22 minutes and we've got 2 sets left. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, why did I do it and why should you? Why did I do it? Told you before. 10,000 push-ups. What a accomplishment. What a thing to say. How many push-ups have you done? How many push-ups can you do? Well, I mean, I did 10,000 push-ups in 30 days. Here's the proof. Go look at my videos. You understand? That's why I did it. It's a challenge. I love challenging myself. I love putting myself under pressure. I love putting or giving myself something that is hard, which is going to challenge me because I know mentally I can do it. And if I do, it's like a massive fucking boost. it's just proving that nothing is impossible. That's it. Really, you have to challenge yourself. If it's 5, do 5. But put something, whether it's push-ups, the gym, weight, relationship, business, money. I told you before in other videos, not these ones, but previous videos, I'm going to become a millionaire by the age of 40. It's done. It's going to happen. Now I have this mental thing where I'm pushing towards it. If I didn't have that goal, I would just meander around at home, sitting and fucking eating shit and not do anything, because there's no purpose, right? There's no reason to do stuff. Now I have that massive goal, becoming a millionaire. Now I'm going to work. Anyway, let's do those last 2 sets quickly. $34, done and dusted. All right. The last thing that I want to say, obviously the conclusion, in a sense, the last little rest period that I have, is all in all, I think this challenge was great. I think it's something that you should do. I also feel like it could be in any other forms. It doesn't have to be push-ups. It could be bicep curls. It could be squats, just normal air squats. It could be anything. It could be running 5 kilometers a day, 2 kilometers a day, 1 kilometer. But doing a 30-day challenge is short enough for you to not get overly stressed and be like, oh fuck, I can't do it, but long enough to actually make a difference in your life. And I know people say, like, after 21 days of doing something, you get into a habit of it and it becomes part of you. Fuck that. Do it 30 days. 30 days, you surpass that 21 days, because what happens is people get to 21 and then they feel like, oh, they made it. Yeah, I'd rather not. Just keep going. Do 30 and then it's done. Last set, guys. Last set quickly. Whew, 10 sets done, which leaves me with 9,990 push-ups. How crazy is that? 9,990. We've got 10 more to go. I'm going to do them nice and slow. And I want to take this opportunity, obviously, to say thank you to everyone that's watching. I have been watching from the beginning to the end. All the other challenges are available. I've got a running challenge, 5K a day for 30 days. I've got a carnivore diet challenge that I eat meat and eggs every day for 30 days. Go check those out. I'm sure that it'll inspire you to, pick up one of them. And if you do something like that for 30 days, I'm sure you're going to get bitten by that snake of inspiration and motivation. And you're going to want to, try other stuff. Let's do that last 10 quickly, shall we? I'm going to try and put the mic here where I can actually count down. How's that? Let's go. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,999, 10,000. 10,000 push-ups, guys. 10,000 push-ups. We've done it. It is finished. Finito. The sun is coming on the beach. It's a glorious day. Let's see if I can even walk a little closer so you can see my pump. Yep. Here you go. A little chest pump. I'll put the mic down. I'll do a little flex. And this is kind of be like a little mic drop. But thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Cheers.